What is going on, Notre Dame fans? Mike Singer from blueandgold.com with our beat writer Tyler Horka, who is currently standing outside the Compton Family Ice Arena on Notre Dame's campus to bring us a post Marcus Freeman press conference reaction. We will also do a reaction on the depth chart, and we'll have another video on Marcus Freeman's press conference. So make sure you check all those videos out at Blue and Gold and hit the thumbs up on this video and subscribe to our channel for more content if you have not yet. Tyler, let's quickly cover some of the main topics from what Freeman said. Of course, he spoke for about 30 minutes. Notre Dame only allows us to put 3 or so minutes up of press conference footage, so we can't play all of it. But he did talk about injuries. I believe it was a question that you asked, Tyler. Jarrett Patterson listed as the starting left guard, and Marcus Freeman listed as the starting will. Guys who have been battling injuries listed as starters, but maybe it's not that cut and dry.
Yeah, the Jarrett Patterson thing definitely is not cut and dry. He's number one on the depth chart, so I think a lot of Notre Dame fans got excited when they saw that because they know his situation. He's been dealing with a sprained foot for about 2 weeks now, and this was kind of the timeline where Marcus Freeman was going to make a decision about a week before the Ohio State game, one way or the other. He's still questionable, and that's been his status for the last 2 weeks now. So he is not a certainty to start against Ohio State. That is not very reassuring if you're a Notre Dame fan, but I thought it was interesting. If you look at number 2 at left guard, you see Rocco Spindler. There's that sophomore who everybody kind of wanted to play as a true freshman because he was so highly recruited. He was, I think, one of Notre Dame's top recruits in that cycle. You would know better than me, Mike. I think it was like right behind Blake Fisher. So that is really good company because if you look on the depth chart there, you obviously know that Blake Fisher is starting at right tackle. So if Patterson can't go, look for Rocco Spindler. And then if Marcus Freeman can't go, which Marcus Freeman does not expect, he came out and said probable. And Marcus Freeman, in his words, he said, I don't think there's any hesitation. There's no drawbacks with Marcus Freeman. So that was another name toward the end of fall camp. Some people were starting to go, hey, why is he missing reps? Why isn't he a full go in practice? I expect him to be a full go at Ohio State. And look, some guys in fall camp are going to go a little harder than others. Some guys are going to be on more restrictions than others. Marcus Freeman was a guy that came into that latter category, and I think it was all set up for this Ohio State game so he can be 100%. With Jarrett Patterson, we're not going to know until Saturday night.
So the media will get to watch practices during fall camp and spring ball, not during the season. So this is game week. Yeah, folks, game week. It's something to be excited about. So you guys didn't get to watch practice, but the last time you guys were at practice, I want to say it was Friday, Tyler.
That's right.
Jarrett Patterson, I believe, was pictured in a boot. It's just reading in between the lines, it feels like Freeman's kind of just keeping this one under wraps, so Ohio State doesn't get tipped off as to what's happening. But if he was just in a boot, it's hard to see him playing on Saturday. That's maybe the pessimistic viewpoint. What's yours, Tyler?
I've been saying it since I saw him in a hard cast. You got to go back 2 weeks ago, and it wasn't just a boot; it was a hard cast. So that's a little bit of improvement if you're rooting for Jarrett Patterson to play Saturday. He went from one stabilizer to one that, you can actually walk around in, because with the hard cast, he was scootering around, like you see people with the knee lifted up and putting no weight bearing at all. So there has been progress, but I just don't know if it's been enough progress quick enough for him to play on Saturday because, yeah, like you said, that boot was up to his knee. He hasn't really been doing any workouts in the last 2 weeks. It's not promising. I'm just going to give it to Notre Dame fans straight right here. I don't think it's very promising, but it also wouldn't shock me for a fifth-year guy who this is probably his biggest regular season game of his career to go out there and give it a go.
Again, guys, we're going to do another video breaking down the depth chart that Notre Dame released. So make sure you check that out. We'll have more on the offensive line. Avery Davis, a captain for this year's team, obviously out with another unfortunate knee injury. Marcus Freeman was asked about, hey, what about a potential 7th year? Can you just recap quickly what Freeman said in response to that and your takeaways on that?
Yeah, didn't rule it out. He said if Avery Davis wants to come back for a 7th season of college football, he would welcome him back with open arms. And Avery Davis is a guy you welcome back with open arms regardless. They welcomed him back when it was his 4th year. So be it for a 7th year, it's going to be the same thing. He does that much in the locker room and on the field. But from where I'm standing right here, I didn't even know that was a possibility. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I thought once you put him on that medical designation and you freed up a scholarship for Davis Sherwood, who we've written about and talked about here at Blue and Gold. I thought that was it for Avery Davis. This is kind of his swan song. The last image that we'll see of him at Notre Dame is kind of as a not even a player coach, like a GA almost, just in and around the team. But heck, if Avery Davis somehow goes through that surgery and wants to come back and play another season of college football, I don't know if Marcus Freeman fully knows the rules. I guess I don't fully know the rules, but right now it sounds like it's kind of on the table, which is definitely interesting.
Something we could probably cross that bridge maybe 6 months or so from now. Yeah, nothing really to write home about that right now, but still was an interesting comment. And then Marcus Freeman was made aware of the fact that Notre Dame is a 17.5 underdog against the Buckeyes. And look, I think a lot of us as fans and pundits just kind of assume that the coaching staff is like knows what the line would be or knows exactly what else is going on with this game in terms of what the media is saying or what the Ohio State players are saying, all that kind of stuff. Like Freeman didn't even know. He was like, he said a while back, just keep making that line go up. It's more motivation. And it looks like he's going to be talking to his players about that today.
What's funny is when he said that, which was, I think it was ESPN College Game Day did like an NFL draft special. So let's go back to April, 4 months ago is when he said, he was sitting right next to Ryan Day when he said it. He said, 13 and a half. It was 13 and a half at that point. He was like, let's bang that up. Let's get that up. Let's get over a touchdown. You're over a touchdown, 2 touchdowns and a field goal at 17.5 points. So whoever Marcus Freeman was talking to listened. The odds maker said, okay, we can bump that thing up for you a little bit. Obviously, if you know how betting lines work, that means everybody is betting on Ohio State. The more money that comes in on the Buckeyes, the more that point spread's going to go up. I expect it to maybe come down as people realize I can get the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, the number 5 team in the country, at plus 17.5. Sign me up. But, I mean, Marcus Freeman, whether he did know about it, whether he didn't, he played it off beautifully. He kind of acted like he was writing it down, and I think he actually did write it down and gave the room a wink, and he said, I think I'll use this in our team meeting later today. So if Notre Dame coaches woke up on Monday morning not knowing what that point spread is, they're going to go to bed Monday night knowing dang well what it is, and that number is probably going to stick with them this week.
Tyler, we gave our predictions for this game in our magazine, a couple of weeks ago. So we might have updated predictions based on, how things go throughout the week. And so we'll give those final predictions after Freeman talks Thursday with the media. Tyler and I will be back with another video. But I think we can go ahead and probably both agree that if it's 17 and a half, we're probably going to take, Notre Dame and the points there, right?
I was on the extreme side of the predictions. I think for our magazine, and again, we're going to release some predictions later this week. I think I picked a 17-point game. But look, even at 17 points, Notre Dame still covers right now. So, again, yeah, I might squeeze that down, make it a little bit closer of a game. But Ohio State should be favored. Should they be favored by 17.5 points? Probably not.
Yeah. Well, that's going to do it for this video. Again, folks, depth chart video, Marcus Freeman video, it's all going up at blueandgold.com here on Monday afternoon. So check out our YouTube page, like, subscribe, head to the site, $1 for 1 year of premium access. Appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you next time.